I took the night shift because it was quiet. No visitors, no supervisors, no questions. Just me, the archive, and time moving forward the way it always had. Night shift officially ends at 6 a.m. Everyone knows that. I remember checking the wall clock when I arrived. 2:17 a.m. I remember because the second hand hesitated just for a moment before continuing. At the time, I thought nothing of it. The archive at night feels different, not darker, not colder, just less observed. And before we dive in, hit that subscribe button because this story gets dark. The lights hum softly like they're trying to stay awake. The shelves stretch farther than they do during the day. You don't notice it unless you walk too long without turning. My job was simple. Verify records, log transfers, confirm existence. That's what we do here. We don't decide what matters. We just confirm that it happened. If you're listening to this now, it means this record was deemed worth preserving. At around 5:45, I packed my bag. Routine, automatic. I shut down my terminal, signed the logbook, and stood up. The clock said 5:59. I waited. The minute hand clicked forward. 6 a.m. Nothing happened. No chime, no system reset, no shift change alert. The lights stayed the same. The clock didn't move again. I stood there longer than I should have. Then, without thinking, I checked my watch. It read 2:17 a.m. I laughed. That nervous, tired laugh people make when their brain refuses to process something small but wrong. I assumed the clock was broken, or my watch, or both. I grabbed my bag and headed for the exit. The hallway was longer than I remembered. Not impossibly long, just longer. I walked for what felt like a minute, then two, then long enough for my steps to stop echoing. The exit sign at the end of the corridor never got closer. Behind me, the archive door was gone. I stopped walking. The lights ahead flickered. A voice came through the intercom, calm, neutral, familiar. Please complete your assigned task. I don't have one, I said out loud. My voice sounded wrong in the hallway. Too soft, like the building was absorbing it. The intercom didn't respond. After a moment, the lights flickered again. I turned around. The archive door was back, exactly where it should have been. I told myself I was tired. That night shifts play tricks on your sense of distance, on your memory. I went back inside. The clock above the main desk read 2:17 a.m. The logbook was open. I don't remember leaving it that way. A new entry had been added beneath my name. Same handwriting, same signature, same time. 2:17 a.m. Night shift ongoing. I stared at it longer than I should have. Then I did the only thing that made sense. I sat back down. I checked the system for my assigned task. There was one now. Verify record shift continuity. The file contained a list, dates, times, names, all mine, hundreds of entries, night shift logs going back years, decades, each one signed by me, each one time-stamped 2:17 a.m., each one ended with the same note, still here. I tried calling security. No signal. I tried calling my supervisor. The phone rang once, then connected. All I could hear was breathing, slow, patient, listening. I hung up. Time didn't move. I did. I walked the aisles, counted shelves, reread labels I'd cataloged myself. Some records were familiar. Others documented events I didn't remember living through. Promotions I never received. Warnings I was never given. Transfers that never happened. But every record listed me as present. Always present. At some point, I don't know when, I got hungry. That scared me more than the hallway. Hunger implies time passing. I checked the clock. 2:17 a.m. I checked the logbook. A new line had appeared. Blank. Waiting. If this record reaches you, remember, nothing here happens without being noticed. I tried to leave again. This time, the hallway didn't stretch. It folded, corners repeating, doors leading back to themselves. Every exit sign pointed forward. Every forward step led back. The intercom clicked on again. Please complete your assigned task. What happens when I do? I asked. Silence. Then, shift continuity will be maintained. I started to understand. The archive doesn't operate on hours. It operates on presence. As long as someone is here, the system continues. As long as the shift is occupied, time doesn't need to move. I wasn't stuck because I couldn't leave. I was stuck because I hadn't been replaced. I searched the employee records. My file was marked active. No end date, no successor, no termination. Just a note at the bottom, added recently. Employee has demonstrated excellent consistency. The lights dimmed slightly. Not enough to be dark, just enough to suggest fatigue. The intercom spoke one last time. Log your status. I walked to the desk. My hand was shaking when I picked up the pen. The page was warm. I wrote the time. I wrote my name. I hesitated at the note. Then I wrote the same thing every other entry said. Still here. The moment the pen left the paper, the lights brightened. The hum steadied. The archive breathed out. The clock ticked. Not forward, just present. If you're listening to this, it means the archive finally allowed the recording to be cataloged. That means one of two things. Either someone is coming to relieve me, or the night shift has expanded. The clock above the desk still reads 2:17 a.m. My shift is ongoing, and the system is stable for now. So tell me, if the archive needed someone next, would you notice when your shift began? Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want more stories about places where history refuses to stay buried, subscribe to this channel and check out these videos next. Thanks for watching.